Jesus says, don't take apart what God's put together. In Matthew chapter 19 and verse 3, the Pharisees also came unto him, to Jesus, tempting him, and saying unto him, is it lawful for a man to put away his wife for every cause? And he answered and said unto them, have you not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female? So we'll let this blue piece of paper represent a man, this red piece of paper represent a woman. And he said, for this cause shall a man leave father and mother. He's gonna start a new family. So he's gonna leave mom and dad, and he's going to cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh. And so God takes a man, he takes a woman that love each other, and that word cleave means to glue together. And so God takes and he glues them together. Wherefore they are no more twain, but one flesh. So he glues them together, makes them one flesh. Then Jesus says, what therefore God hath joined together, let not man put asunder. In other words, don't let man take and tear these apart. Why not? Well, because here's what happens when you try to take them apart. Because they've been glued together. And this now winds up with a man who is broken, with parts of her still glued together. And here she is, broken, with parts of him still glued in there. For this reason, Malachi chapter 2 verse 16 says, for the Lord, the God of Israel, saith that he hateth putting away. Because it's a terrible, awful thing that happens. They say unto him, why did Moses then command to give a writing of divorcement and to put her away? He saith unto them, Moses, because of the hardness of your heart, suffered you to put away your wives. But from the beginning, it was not so. This is never God's intention. He does not want this to be torn apart. Now, unfortunately, it happens, and unfortunately, many people have been hurt by it. It's not my intention to cause any pain. It's my intention to illustrate God's word. Listen, if you're young and you haven't married yet, you need to think long and hard and prayerfully about this. This is what marriage is. It's not a let's try this thing out and see how it works. It is a till death do us part thing. And if you try to put something asunder that is not ready yet, that's not God's intention yet, what you're going to wind up with is you're going to wind up with taking something apart that God put together, and you just can't do it without it making an awful mess of things. For those of you who have been hurt by divorce, and who hasn't? I mean, if it hasn't happened to us, maybe it's happened to someone in our families, and we've seen the pain and the suffering. Maybe parents, maybe children, maybe brothers and sisters. It's such a painful thing. Listen, I just want to encourage you. God can heal the broken heart. He can bring healing, and he can bring health, and he can bring recovery into those situations. Go to Jesus and ask him for help. He can help you. But I just want to encourage you this morning. Marriage is something that is really important. The male and the female are that's God's design. We're created in the image of God. He's the one who takes and he literally, he glues us together. And the thing that keeps us in that marriage relationship through thick and thin, in poverty as in wealth, in sickness as in health, for better or for worse, is love. It's love. A man loves his wife as Christ loved the church. A wife loves her husband and gives him respect and honor, and they have a mutual love, a mutual respect for each other, and they work on that thing. And they work on that thing called marriage for their entire life together. I want to encourage you in that this morning. God can take and bring beauty out of ashes, and God can take a man and a woman and put them together for life. God bless you. Hope you have a great day.